So you're playing around with your SFM and you think, you know what? I want to make a scene like this. Or like this. Well, I'm going to be showing you how to make destructible brushes and movable brushes in Source Filmmaker. This requires you going to Hammer for your map. If it's an existing map, you need to decompile the map. First, anyway, what you do, you take the snipping tool and you splice it. Make sure that you make sure you click on it so that both sides are white, so that all the sides stay intact. It's really fakey, but you need to splice all of it into pieces. You don't want to go too small though. Source Engine has a tendency to crash whenever you have a bunch of little brushes with physics acting on them. So be careful about how many you add. Highlight each and every piece of your brick, or whatever it is you want to be destroyed, and press Ctrl and T to make them into details. Do it one at a time, because if you highlight all of them and then Ctrl T, it'll merge them all together, and the breakable surface will not work correctly. When they're all details, highlight all of them, and then change them to a func_fizzbox. It's very important that you disable shadows, or else it will look weird like the first clip I made. I like setting the material type to cinder block, only because, you know, it's the sound, and since it's a wall, I prefer it. Next, it's very important that you set the strength to a ridiculously high number, because after that much damage is done, the thing will break into gibs. Now, the problem with that is that gibs don't work right in Source Filmmaker. Set these two parameters to 1, and you should be done. I'll show you what I mean by the strength thing in the next example. Now just go up to File and run your map. Whoa, wait, what's happening? They're not showing up. What's going on? Well, what you have to do is you have to go into your game window, F11, and there you can see them. Since these are physics props, this is the only way you can see them. Now, when you shoot them, this is the one with the less strength. It breaks into a bunch of gibs. It doesn't look all that nice, honestly. Now here's the one I made with a ridiculous strength. It stays together, but it falls apart into a bunch of pieces, which is what you want. Now, you can't make them come back, but if you want to redo and have a second chance at it, all you gotta do is unload and reload your map, and they will be put back together the next time you load the map, in case you destroy them while in game mode. Now, in order for these to show up properly in Source Filmmaker, you need to record using the in-game recorder, and then have you at least look at them. Now, for this example, I'm going to destroy them. That's the first one, and this is the second one. I'm just going to shoot them with a scatter gun. Now, they'll actually show up in the viewport, which is what you want. You don't have to destroy them while recording, but you need to be in view of them. If you want to hide whatever character you were playing as, you just need to open them up and then hide them through the add existing element. Even though I disabled the shadow, lights in Source Filmmaker will actually still work on these things. So keep that in mind. They'll still float and they'll work just perfectly fine when it comes to lights. So you're not limited there at all. Now, what if you don't want to have to destroy it while in game? What if you just want to, like, animate the destruction yourself? Well, you can do that. It's very easy to do. What you need to do is you need to go up to the plus and add existing element, and all of the props will be named something fizzbox. What you need to do is you need to highlight all of them, control and click all of the ones that you want to add. If you have a lot of them, this can be very difficult to track down, and you don't want to add too many of these. This is one of the reasons why you don't want to have too many little bits, because there's going to be a ton of little things that you need to have and animate. After you have them all, that's okay. And in whatever take you did it in, all of your fizzbox props will be in there, all numbered nicely. You can highlight all of them, you can highlight some of them, you can look at their motion, you can move them around, you can do all sorts of things. Here's a fair warning. If you double record with destructible environments, there will be ghosted ones underneath, like this. And then when the guy is destroying his own, they're all just going to fall into place on top of the other ones. The way to fix this is you need to add yourself from the other thing, and you need to actually hide all the ghosted pieces yourself. It's very annoying, and I don't recommend double recording while doing destructible environments. This method is a classic method, and it does work in Source Filmmaker. If you just want to make simple destructible environments, this is the way to do it. If you want to make movable, brushes, this is the way to do it. Just make it into a fizzbox. Anyway, I hope this helps you out.